Hey everybody! This is not going to be a regular knitting episode. Nope.
No.
I've invited Johnny to come on the channel and we're going to do a 20 questions. What?
Nothing. You said something in my immature brain went somewhere else. Go ahead.
Gosh. So, okay, you can... Yeah, I keep getting notifications. I'm sorry. I'm not gonna. They'll just go away. All right, 35 seconds in. I'm Aquilla.
And I'm John from 92.4 The Verve.
Oh, really?
I it's music related, so
It is music
I had to get it out. I had to make it.
All right. So this is 20 questions, the vinyl edition, because if you follow us on our Instagrams, we post a lot of pictures of what we're playing on the record player. We do stories of what we're playing on our record player. So, yeah. So when I saw the 20 questions for vinyl, I was like, we need to do this.
And it gave me an opportunity to be long-winded because, yeah, this is kind of my wheelhouse. So she came home from work with a list of stuff, and I was like, I'm in.
Yeah.
I'm in.
All right, so we're not going to try to make the... Let's try to keep it under 30 minutes.
Okay.
Maybe.
The one chance I get to talk.
No. Whatever. Okay, so so let me just start off saying I didn't have a collection of records. He did when we got together, and yeah, so this is very new to me, really. I mean, I grew up with 2 jukeboxes in my house, so we did play a lot of records growing up, but we didn't have like a standalone record player. I don't know. Weird. Okay. So our collection is kind of one collection. I mean,
we've been married for 6 years. Our records are our records. Yeah. I don't know why you're making it weird.
It's not weird. Okay. So, 1. How many records do you own? You don't know?
We have 622 cataloged, and we've got about another 200 and something that haven't been, and then all the 45s.
Yeah, we have a lot of 45s
so
that aren't.
I would say.
And you use the app.
800 or so.
You use the
Discogs.
app. Discogs, right? Discogs.
Discogs, yeah, like discography.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. It's just short for discography.
Okay.
Yeah.
Something
Discogs.
Okay, so estimated 800 ish. And we gave away some, a lot. Yeah. Okay.
And then I bought almost all of Michaela's too. So.
Yeah, true. She don't have that many, 30 or 40.
So, what number 2? What kind of record player do you have?
A Stanton.
What is it? So I catch a lot of grief from audiophiles, like true audiophiles that are in some of the record snob pages that I'm in, because I run a T92 Stanton. I chose a DJ turntable for multiple reasons for our space. We have it has big cushions on the bottom. It's got a really good changeable cartridge. But like if we've got a 4-year-old dancing around, we don't have to worry about record skipping, and it's reliable. It's great. And then we've got a little Pioneer receiver and some Sony speakers. I gave away my first set of speakers that were awesome. I had Sherwin Vega 15s, and they were very loud, but they were very big, and we didn't have room for it. And I pretty much just hid weed in the back of them for my entire teenage years. So.
What was that little record player we had from?
Oh, the little Crosley from Third Man Records.
Third Man Records. We were a member of the Vault for like a year.
Yeah.
And then it got old.
All right, so how old were you when you started collecting records? I would say. So I started.
30.
I was probably late teens or so. I had a very small collection. I only had like 5 or 6 maybe that I spun like all the time because it was all I had. But then my stepdad, who is awesome. He's a very awesome human being. I remember he had his entire collection. Like, this one closet was dedicated to his collection, and there was a time in my 20s where I had to kind of go back home for a while, and when I was moving out, he was so happy that I was leaving. He was like, all right, man, you can have my collection. Go through, take whatever you want. The only thing you can't do is you can't touch my Metallica, and you can't touch my Crack the Sky, which, if you're not from Baltimore, you've probably never heard of Crack the Sky. And if you're not over 50 in Baltimore, you wish you had never heard of Crack the Sky. But
we have a Crack the Sky album.
We have all of them. We got all of them eventually. So.
All right, number 4, the oldest record you own.
The oldest record I own?
Are you talking about these things?
Oh, yeah.
Okay, so.
So we don't know exactly. We used to have a bunch of 78s. We ended up giving them to a buddy of ours that had a
ceramic,
70.
right?
Our old Crosley had a 78 setting. Our Stanton only has 33 or 45. We weren't going to go through all these. We have a bunch of like 45s, like Frank Sinatra and Dave Brubeck and Nat King Cole, Jackie Gleason, stuff like that. We're just going to assume that they're the oldest ones that we have.
Out of our regular records, I have no clue. Like 60s,
some of the
78s
were
maybe?
from the was it like 1922 or something like that?
Yeah, those. But out of the ones we have that we really play, 60s and 70s.
50s.
You think so?
Hell yeah.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Some 50s. All right. What is the first record you ever got? I don't have.
Oh, you don't have one for this category
because.
I want you guys to think that I'm so like badass, but I don't really care what anybody thinks. This could go for like guilty pleasure. This could go for, God, this could be in the running for favorite album. But Tina Turner's Private Dancer. Her and I have been through a lot together. I had a. We've been through a lot together, dude. Because
I feel like we should be drinking while we're doing
We should be drinking.
Yeah.
I used to.
Dance around the house?
No. I was usually sad because I used to have I got myself into some bad situations in my younger years, and this was when I only had quite a few things, and I wanted to be different, and I wasn't, and I would mess everything up, and Tina always saved me. So, Tina Turner, Private Dancer. Boom. Next.
Okay, so the next question, if we're following the rules of questions, it's kind of the same. I don't know. What is the first record you got with your own money?
Yeah, I don't know.
I don't know either. All right. Ready? So, number 7. What is your favorite colored vinyl?
Good.
I thought we were going to bam.
Oh. Well, that's not going to be very exciting.
Bam. So, mine is the Tiger Army. And I never know. This is called Music from Regions Beyond. We have like every Tiger Army, and I have quite a few of them that are different colors. So I picked this one because I don't know. I liked it. I should have brought out all of them because they're all really cool.
No, we don't have enough time for that. You put me on
this
a
one
time
is
limit.
Clear red vinyl, see-through.
And my wife actually got me this. This is Me Without You. The album. It's all crazy. It's all false. It's all a dream. It's all right. But they've got these like cool marbled. It's a double album.
Are both of them the same marbling?
No, yeah, but different colors.
Oh, I don't.
So it's like a darker. And
oh
a lighter.
yeah, they're cool.
Yeah.
I like those.
They're pretty rad.
Yeah,
I'll put this back when we get done.
Okay. Number 8. What is a discount album you own?
Nah.
Carl Perkins.
Blue Suede Shoes, baby.
Yeah, I mean, I definitely probably got this in like the dollar bin at one of the record shops. Oh, come on.
Yeah, probably.
It's a Sun record, though.
Oh, yeah. You know what? I got that in the back of...
I think
Pull
so.
it out. Show them the sun. It's got... I think that one's got the sun in the dead wax.
Yep, it does.
Yeah.
So, we have the ring light on. It's gonna make everything all glary.
I guess this is is a discount album, but I wanted to bring this one out because, first of all, we were just talking about it. Ha! We got it. But and it was free for me. But the reason I'm saying it's discount because this is an original that he bought for $2.99, and I haven't looked recently, but Kill 'Em All original pressing is probably a $200 record. So I figure that's pretty good. Funny little how inflation works.
That's another thing. We're not like super vinyl junkies where we're like, oh my god, we need this pressing or we need this whatever.
We just want to listen to them.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You want to read the next one?
What is your prized possession? Go.
Scatolites! Okay, so I love ska music. And the Scatolites are like the grandparents of ska. Like, seriously. We actually went and saw them on, was it their, like, 60th anniversary tour? It was amazing. It was so good. Yeah. Scatolites!
I would have to say, King Crimson's Court of the Crimson King. It's not super rare. It's a great album. If you don't like King Crimson, then I don't know if we can be friends. But this album was so hard for me to find. It's not super rare. You can find it everywhere. But it took me years. Every record store I went, and they're like, "Oh yeah, we get it all the time. We just don't have it now." And I think it took
and
like
it's gone.
2 years to actually find a copy of it actually sitting after 50 or so trips to record stores. And I finally got it, and I got the half-speed remastered edition. So it's not an original, but it was $20. So
Half of them, I don't even remember where we got them and how much they were.
I do.
Okay, a record, number 10. A record by a female artist.
I love hers, and I love mine.
Mine's Elle King. Of course, if you don't know who Elle King is, she is the daughter of Rob Schneider.
She has a voice. She's my pass. We have a game called our pass.
I think everybody
where
plays that game.
If like somebody like
famous
was like, "I'm gonna take you to bed, milady," and then
King.
she could be like, "Okay, John, that's my pass." Well, Elle King's one of my passes.
Your pass.
And hers is like Timothy Oliphant. I don't know how I feel about that. But mine
Mike Ness
is my favorite female singer of all time, Miss Janis Joplin. And that's one of the reasons why I like Elle King so much, because they both have like gravelly
voice.
Soulful.
Mm-hmm. She was really great in concert, and we'll never be able to see her in concert. So,
yeah.
Wah, wah.
Record by your favorite band.
Okay, it should say favorite band / artist.
Okay.
It should, because
Okay.
technically, I mean, yes, he was with a band at some point, but Johnny Cash. Johnny Cash. Now, we have quite a few Johnny Cash albums. Now, I picked this one at San Quentin, and it is kind of like a live album. There's talking, there's background noise. I love it, though. It is amazing. So good. The baby hates Johnny Cash. Hates.
Tool's Lateralis. Nothing more to say.
Fun fact about Tool.
Okay.
We got married. We had to do pictures. Our reception was happening. Everybody was drinking. And when they announced us as husband and wife, and we came through the double doors, Tool. We had Tool playing.
What song was it, honey?
I don't know. 46 and 2. No, Lateralis. No, I don't know. It's a weird name, and I can never remember.
Anima from the album Anima.
Anima.
But this could also go in favorite colored vinyl, because look at that. Alex Gray does all the art. Alex Gray did all the artwork for this, but Adam Jones, the guitarist, also does all the tour posters and stuff, but Alex Gray does all the album artwork. And you should check out Alex Gray. He has a place in upstate New York that I really want to go to.
Okay, number 12. An impulse buy. Night Ranger. Why Night Ranger?
The time has come. Don't you know that
You're the only one?
Okay, sorry.
Yeah. Okay. So, we were going to a concert. My old boss bought tickets for us to go to a concert at Ram's Head Live. Now, Ram's Head Live is this small venue. It's all seated, no standing. You eat dinner and everything, and it's this tiny little stage, and it's kind of like if you were to go to like MTV Unplugged when MTV Unplugged was around. Because they sit and they tell stories and this and that. Now, I've heard Night Ranger, the name, before.
But you've heard Sister Christian.
And I heard Sister Christian.
Yeah.
But we didn't know any other songs. So we decided to buy an album.
And then we found out we knew a bunch of songs. We just didn't
So it was an impulse buy
know
for
that
that
we
reason.
knew the songs.
Your impulse buy?
Oh, yeah. Have a marijuana. It was recorded live on the streets of New York, and I knew absolutely nothing of it. And I saw it, and it just had to come home. And it's horrible. It's god awful. I will never get that money back. But I guess I shouldn't have expected much, because it was just a bunch of people getting stoned and singing in New York City. So yeah, man. All right.
Number 13, a gift. Go ahead.
A gift. My daughter made
Older
me
daughter.
cry. Yeah, Michaela, because she went and she worked and made money, and then with that money, she decided she was gonna buy me Wu-Tang's limited edition Wu-Tang label 45 of Cream. Wu-Tang's for the children. And my children buy me Wu-Tang.
A gift. This might have been one of the first records you ever got me.
I know I got it for you our first Christmas together.
Wanda Jackson.
Yeah.
I love Wanda Jackson.
She doesn't love you, though.
I've had Wanda Jackson tickets twice, and both times her tours were canceled. She's older. She was sickly. It's fine. She's never touring again.
I think she was just scared to come to Baltimore.
No. So this is Wanda Jackson, rockin' with Wanda, and you've probably heard quite a few of her songs. Check her out. I love her. She's like queen of rockabilly. Seriously, do it. All right.
Wait.
You did
we already
yours.
did mine.
14, most played record.
Oh God,
I'm
mine's
gonna cry.
what?
Because it's David Bowie.
Oh.
David Bowie, Ziggy Stardust. I mean, come on. Hello.
Yeah.
I play this a lot. I play it a lot.
Yeah.
I think this one almost never gets refiled back into the bins
Yeah.
because it's out all
We always end up with
the
a stack
time.
that we need. Yeah, we'll go on a bender and alphabetize them all and all that stuff.
Yeah, it takes us like 3 hours to put them all back because we're so lazy and don't put them back when we should. Oops.
Mine is probably like in the last couple of years. I would say Jack Johnson live at Third Band Records live to Acetate. Dude, Jack Johnson. So I don't care what you say. A lot of people hate Jack Johnson and like, oh, Jack Johnson. Blah, 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 blah. But when I was a teenager, I grew up in Florida, and I got to go to this pro surfing competition, and it was a whole big thing that if I got my grades up, I could go and all this other stuff. So went to the thing and got to see Sonny Garcia, my favorite surfer at the time. But there was this guy that was just playing the guitar on the beach, and he was selling tapes. and that guy was Jack Johnson. So he's been with me since I was like a teenager. So I don't care what you say, man. That's like good, like rainy day. Like he records everything from his home studio, and he's got like a tin roof on his home studio. So like if it's raining in Hawaii where he lives, you can hear the rain in the songs and stuff. It's pretty groovy.
Yeah, and you sing a lot of Jack Johnson to Z.
Yeah.
So, and this is probably a rare one too, considered. So when we were members of the Vault, which is Jack White from the White Stripes, his record company, Third Man Records, has an exclusive. It's like every 3 months you get a box, and it's exclusive stuff. And this was one of those, and it was recorded straight to record or something, right?
Live to acetate.
Yeah.
So he's got his own. Jack White has
a recording booth or something.
He's got a concert venue that's directly hooked up to making the record. So literally somebody can go on stage and do a set, and then they can have the record printed immediately afterwards. So
yeah. All right. 15. A rarity. You go first?
No, go ahead.
Make sure you cover
Oh, yeah. You go first.
God. Oh, God. Okay. Mine is Lars Fredriksson and the Bastards. And this is only... What do they consider this when it only has like 3 songs or 2 songs? Is it an EP or something like that?
Yeah.
Isn't that what it's called? I don't know. But it's signed. It's signed. So, crazy story about this. You ordered it, right? And it came with a t-shirt and the record. It was not packaged very well, and it rained, and the postman just left it in the rain, and it got soaked. So technically we have 2 of these.
Yeah. Yeah.
But this is the nicer one. Yeah, they were really nice about resending.
Yeah, I ordered that for you. That might have been the first thing I ever got you, actually. That might be the first record I ever got you.
Maybe. I love Lars Fredriksson.
Yeah.
I love Tim Armstrong too. We don't have any of his records by
Yeah, we do. We
himself.
got a Poet's Life, don't we?
No.
I thought we did.
Mm-mm.
I thought we did. I'm
I'm not
90%
pinky
sure that
swearing
we
on
did.
Okay, so this is probably my most rare, only because it's signed and no other reason. That's all. All right. John has to censor his.
Well, no, I've got 2 for this one. You ready to lose your mind if you know anything about records? The Holy Grail. This is what's called the butcher copy of the Beatles. It was out for 2 days, and then the world had a absolute ish fit because they didn't like the dead babies, even though they're just baby dolls or whatever, and they made them pull it. But this one's actually kind of cool because it's a fake. It's not a reissue, it's a fake. Like somebody legit like went out of their way to make that.
It's cool too, though.
But it's not real.
It's also a clear vinyl.
Yeah, it would be Uncle Jimmy. Her Uncle Jimmy made it for us, or had it made for us.
Only because
or no, picked it up from a guy who had done it.
he loves the Beatles too. My Uncle Jimmy is where I got my love for all things records from when I was little, because he's the one that had the jukeboxes. I've shown the jukebox on my stories on Instagram when I'm at my dad's house, and it's really awesome. It has a disco ball in it, and Hazel was dancing around, and it was pretty great. So yeah, so he had this made for, or got this for us. So it's kind of just a funny thing because if you have a copy of this,
yeah, that's like
that's
you're
ridiculous.
putting your kids through college with that.
Yeah.
But my actual like rarity, I guess you would say. I found this in
your stepdad's records?
in my stepdad's records. This, I'm trying to cover it, was a pullout from a high society nudie mag from the 70s. It does have a not so clothed lady on there, and it is an actual record. You ripped it out, and you can listen to how babies are made.
Moaning and groaning.
Yeah.
Put that away.
Okay.
Okay. 16. A rainy day record. There were so many. We have so many good rainy day records.
I got a perfect one though.
What did you make?
Don't worry about it. You'll hear in a minute.
Okay, I picked Beach Boys. It's a great rainy day. I wish we had pet sounds. We'll just have to get it.
I can't believe I didn't know we did it until tonight. I thought we had
didn't know
pet
either,
sounds.
but no, we don't.
I don't know how.
So, this is still a great album. It has Surfer Girl on it, which I have very fond memories because we used to always... So, at my parents' house, we have an in-ground pool, and we used to always have the radio out, and we'd play the radio, and we had a diving board, and my mom would play Surfer Girl, and I'd stand on the diving board and pretend like I was surfing.
Mm-hmm.
So, it's a really good rainy day record for, like, just a lot of reasons. Really, just really good. Really good.
I also have a story. I picked America's Greatest Hits. You know, the horse with no name people.
The band America. Not like America's Greatest Hits. Like, the United States.
I'm sure we can edit that out.
I'm not editing anything out.
So, again, Florida boy. I was a teenager. My mom took me to Pleasure Island in Tampa. They were doing
like a porn house.
Free... not Pleasure Island, Treasure Island. Pleasure Island is a place in Orlando. Treasure Island's in Tampa, where I'm from. But they did a free concert. My mom took me to a lot of concerts when I was young, and I'll always be grateful for that. But this one particular show was a free show, and a Florida thunderstorm came through. If you've ever been to Florida, you know that. It rains every day. It might rain for 2 seconds. It might rain for 2 hours. It might rain in your front yard, but not your backyard. But it's gonna rain. But we were all outside, and this Florida thunderstorm came through, and we were all dancing, soaking wet, dancing in the rain like a bunch of hippies. And they stopped for a second, but they saw we weren't leaving, and they were like, well, dang, I guess if you guys are going to stay out here in the rain, then we'll keep on playing. And they played throughout the entire thunderstorm, and it's just a memory that'll never leave my head. So.
And it's a rainy day.
It's pretty cool.
It was a rainy day.
What's a rainy day? Yeah. So that was my rainy day record.
All right, 17, a feel-good album. Might as well just keep going.
Come pick.
Oh.
But they're both Jimmy Buffett. We
do love some Jimmy Buffett.
We do love some Jimmy Buffett. I could also go on to another rant about a Jimmy Buffett concert with my mom.
With the Donald Duck float.
Yep. Go ahead.
All right, we're on Feel Good album, right?
Yep.
Feel Good
Wait,
album.
are we?
Yeah, that was Feel Good. Rainy Day was.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, out. America.
Yeah.
All right. Feel Good album, the Eagles. I know they're kind of overrated.
Are they?
No, maybe. I don't know. I think there's a lot of people that are like, oh, the Eagles. But then there's a lot of people that are like, the Eagles!
The only reason people hate the Eagles is because they like the Big Lebowski. And in the Big Lebowski, he was like, it's been a really long day, and I really fucking hate the Eagles. Sorry, but that was the quote. That was the quote.
Well, this is now going to be not rated.
Sorry.
It was never rated for kids anyway.
Yeah. Kids don't need to be talking about knitting.
Feel Good album though, because I mean I love the Eagles, but when Z was little and before we would take her down to go to bed, we'd play records and we'd hold her and we'd dance with her, and this was like my go-to all the time. I have like a video on Facebook of me dancing with her to this album.
Yeah.
So, yeah. Memories.
My Feel Good album.
You already did your Feel Good album.
Or my...
Gosh,
what are we
you
doing?
don't even know what you're doing.
Oops.
God,
Spoiler
this is why
alert.
you don't podcast.
Tell your 12 followers.
My 12 new followers because of him. Okay.
Well, then they already know what I got.
18, a nostalgic record.
Woodstock. It could also probably be in the running for my most played. He
loves all things
perfection.
Woodstock. It's ridiculous.
It's perfection. I wish I could have gone. I was heartbroken when they canceled the reunion concert this year because it would have been the 50 years? No, 20 years.
No way. Way more than that.
79, 89.
It's gotta be like 60.
Yeah, well, anyway, this year was one of the anniversaries, and Michael Lang was trying to put it all together, but then his investors bailed. He already had deals with people and still had to pay them, even though it didn't end up happening. But I don't know. Maybe I just like stuff that involves dirty hippies dancing in the rain. Maybe I just like to dance in the rain. All right, there you go.
Okay, my nostalgic record is Less Than Jake.
It better be.
Less Than Jake. Okay, so I love Less Than Jake. I love them. I loved them before I knew this guy, and we'll have to tell you how we met story. We might have already told that on an episode.
We met at a Less Than Jake concert.
Because we were both on a dating website, and I had tickets, and the person that was going to go wasn't going, and I was like, hey, I don't know you, but you like music. Do you want to go to a concert with me?
And then I made her into a skin suit. That's what happens when you date on the internet.
Still here. Okay, so...
She's automated. I turned her into a robot.
So, this was the first band we saw, the first date we had, and it was at the Record Theater, which is now gone in Towson. And
I would like to
really
say
sad.
that it's the best date that she's ever had.
We got really drunk.
I broke a guy's nose.
Got really drunk. And I bought a record. And I bought a shirt.
You didn't buy that there.
I didn't.
You bought that at the second show that we went to.
Was this the second one?
We didn't buy any records at the first one.
I bought a shirt at the first one.
Did you?
But Less Than Jake.
No, we didn't buy anything.
I bought a shirt because now I can't think of his name. Picked the shirt out for me from the band.
Gotcha. Okay.
I'm having brain
Alright.
farts. Okay.
Record store day purchase.
I don't have one.
No,
I've never been to a record store day.
She has one, but she don't want to believe me when I told her it was a record store day release.
I have a Loretta Lynn album
That was a record store day
that
release.
he says is, but I'm not quite sure it is. So I'm not going to lie on the internet.
No. I got the Lightning Hopkins Great Electric Show and Dance. We have
Rock Me Mama. I know that one. I mean, I know probably a few of them.
Yeah.
But,
Delta Blues. You should dig it.
Yeah. So I don't have a record store day one.
I just realized that our last ones end in the exact concert we're going to see.
Oh, that's so weird. That is, well...
The last one is a recent purchase.
Number 20. A recent purchase.
We got some records from family members for Christmas, but
they're not purchases that we made.
Purchases, so these are the last ones that we purchased. Tyler Childers and Sturgill Simpson, who we just happened to be going to Philadelphia to see
in concert in 2 months.
Is it 2? Oh yeah, 2 months from today.
Not today.
Oh, the timer said 2 months.
Did it say today? I don't know.
Mm-hmm.
Either way, yeah. So John we're always introducing each other to new music, like all the time. So like. John went to Texas to see his buddy Sam, which he's leaving in a couple of days again to see him. And he was introduced to all this music in Austin. I mean, you might have heard of some of these before then. I don't even remember. But you got into them big time, hardcore.
Yeah.
I really do like Tyler Childers, though.
I like them both. They're both perfection. If you haven't listened to Sturgill Simpson.
No, they are both good, but I don't know. I don't know.
You're allowed to like him more. I give you permission.
But he does Lady May.
Yeah, he does Lady May.
I love that.
He's got a voice, and he's a songwriter. And
check him out, seriously. This one wasn't the one that was paying them but the find, was it? Yeah, this one was the one you were like, it's hard to find on Amazon, and then I went on one day, and it was like, boom, right there, and it was a decent price, and I was like, ours.
Well, because it's... Alright, so here's a funny story about both these artists is... They're not country artists. They are labeled as Americana, which is kind of what's wrong with country music because they don't. I mean, pop.
I consider it country music.
Pop country is.
What's country?
Yeah. So like
pop country.
This guy. There's a video on the interwebs. This guy at the Country Music Awards a couple of years ago went out and busking outside. He set up his guitar case and played songs outside of the Country Music Awards, and he made like $52 or no, $36 or something like that. And now he's got probably the #1 album
well, didn't he?
This is a very weird album too, but
no,
I love it so much.
Didn't he sell a ton of records, and they still didn't consider him in the top charts of country music?
Yeah,
at all?
neither of them are. Because they're labeled as Americana.
Okay.
And when he took
pop country is not country.
Yeah.
I love old country, Hank, and all that kind of stuff. And when they follow through with that kind of sound, I mean, it is updated sound, obviously, because everything is a little updated as it goes. But this is more like true old country to me than freaking country fried.
Chicken fried. Our daughter loves the song Chicken Fried. Or Chicken Fried.
Chicken fried.
Our little daughter.
Yeah. And
we have to listen to it multiple times a week. It's fun, though. That's a cool song.
She likes dancing around to it. It is what it is.
Yeah.
So we had a hard time picking all these records. Another most played record. We could have drug out the picture album of Frozen.
Yeah.
We play that.
Yeah.
A lot.
We've been collecting Disney picture discs for the little one.
Yep, we have Aladdin, Moana, Lion King,
Frozen.
and Frozen.
And
I don't know the other one that he's talking
It's an old picture disc that I got from Rick. The very first one that I ever got. It was what is it? Peter Pan, I think.
Is it a picture disc? Oh, I didn't know. Okay, well, I had a hard time picking stuff out. He didn't.
I was chronologically in order by the time she was even halfway done. That never happens.
Yeah.
You didn't make it in your 30 minutes, ma'am.
That's okay. 36, not bad. Okay. There is our top 20 vinyl. That's it. Anything else? Peace.
Let's go dance in the rain, guys.
All right. Bye.